What's going on, guys? It's Gospel Lee, and this is another episode of Ask Gospel. And the question that I wanted to answer, I think somebody asked me something about would I like to be famous? And so I just wanted to talk about fame for a couple of seconds because people either, when I do shows, they assume that I'm famous or they assume that I want to be famous. And so I really kind of wanted to clear the air and just really talk about that for a second. So fame is, I think of fame and making music or whatever the case is kind of like taking a shower. So I take a shower to get clean, but I understand that if I'm going to take a shower to get clean, one of the things that comes with it is getting wet and having to dry off, hair getting wet, having to dry it, all that. Like getting wet is just a part of taking a shower. But I don't take a shower to get wet. I take a shower to become clean. And so I see kind of fame the same way. I'm not making music and communicating to be famous. However, I do understand that it could come with that. But I'm not doing these things to become famous. I'm doing these things because I believe this is a gift that I've been given and I want to give it back. And I want to impact people and encourage people to be their best selves. And so that's why I'm doing it, to inspire and encourage and, use my gifts to make a difference. That's why I'm doing it. Now, I do understand that fame might come from that, but I'm not chasing that. So, because, fame is so weird. Like, I don't think anybody really wants that life where you can't go to Walmart or where you can't, I don't know, wear sweatpants in public. I don't know. People don't live for that. It just kind of comes as an occupational hazard. And I feel like well, I would say that I don't, and a lot of people I know don't. But I feel like in this culture, with, all of these different social media outlets, we've kind of elevated fame, and we've kind of, it's kind of got this new shiny look on it. So we all want to be famous. We all want to have, all these followers and all of this interaction online and this and that and this and that and subscribers on YouTube and all that stuff. And the thing that I think about it is what we've done is we have the reason why fame is now so important and famous is so great and sought after is because a lot of folks are placing their self-worth in social media metrics. Like, hey, I have this many followers, or hey, I have this many views, or hey, I have this many subscribers, this many likes. Like, we're chasing all of these metrics because we somehow believe that these metrics give us worth. Like we find our worth in these metrics. And so now we're doing more and more outrageous things to get those metrics because those metrics are what are validating us. And I was looking through my old photos and there was a quote that I had posted, and the quote was, you're a slave to whatever validates you. So in this social media world that we live in, a lot of people find their validation from these social media metrics. So they're a slave to it. Like they want to be Instagram famous or famous on the internet. And that's never me. Like I really try to stay away from that because it's a dangerous slope. And I try to get my validation from, who God says I am and who he's created me to be and kind of stay in that lane. So those are my thoughts on fame. Like, yeah, it just kind of comes with the job, but I'm not chasing that because there's so much more to life than social media metrics or your name ID or who knows you're getting stopped in a mall. Like there's so much more to life than that. So I'm not really chasing that at all. I do understand that maybe some level of recognition will come with what I'm doing, but I'm not in it for the recognition. So hopefully that helps. Great question, by the way. Thank you so much. And we will see you guys in the next video. If you have a question, you can DM me on Instagram. You can reply to in the comments section of YouTube. You can email me, gospelleemusic@gmail.com, and I'd love to answer your question. I also take questions on Wednesday on Instagram stories. So you can ask your question. I try to answer them in the story, but some of them make them to videos just like these. So thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.